Assalamu alaikum and welcome to Jan Sewing Solutions. Now we've come to the end of the month, and yesterday was the ending of our first competition. Now, about 3 weeks ago I posted a video where I showed several of these dresses, and they were in multiple of colors. To be precise, they came in 17 colors. In total there were 19 colors, but if you read the message on the forum, I had written precisely that count the colors minus the two that are not included. So in total there were 19, and then if you minus the two, they came to 17. Now, one of the things with internet buying is colors can be deceiving. So if you looked on the picture, there were two colors that were quite similar. I think it was this one and this one. But let me tell you that there is a difference in them. So before I show you anything else, I'm going to show you the difference in these two colors so that nobody is mistaken that we tried to, do the wrong thing by. So there is a slight bit of a variation. One is a slightly lighter shade than the other. Okay, so there was the colors in these suits were 17, and the verdict on these suits was that I actually was very, very disappointed. And the whole purpose behind the video and the reason why I did this competition was to highlight the often misguided representation of suits that are sold online. Now, this is not to say, I'm not going to say maybe these were replicated and they were replicated very lousily. This could have been the case. Whatever the case, they were done very, very nasty. The fabric itself is just a very cheap net, but even with very cheap net you can do some wonderful stuff. But they didn't do justice to these outfits. These were gypsy dresses where the gypsy layering of these dresses should have been a lot heavier, and basically where they've joined these on, there is no gathering at all. So it wasn't anything which the kind of responses that I was looking for was honest responses. There was one last minute statement by one of the viewers, one of my members, and she gave her honest opinion that they were basically worthless, and I would agree with her. I'm not trying to sell anyone these suits. If I was trying to sell anyone these suits, then I would say that only buy them for the fact that they're so cheap, and even then you would not wear them as they are. I don't think, well, you could if you were going to wear a jacket or something else on top of it. But really, it's pointless buying something online which is actually this quality, because you're paying so much for postage and stuff. It just kills the purpose. Anyway, the whole point behind these videos is if you have been duped into buying something like this, then don't worry. At Jan Sewing Solutions, we provide you solutions for even the worst case scenario, and I would class this as the worst case scenario purchase, where you go and buy something totally based on an image and then you receive the goods and it's not anything to what you expected. So these suits are retailing online for like $30 each, and I would class that as a total waste of money, because $30 to pay for something like this, and then on top of that you pay postage, is a totally waste. Okay, fair enough. If you're adventurous and if you're anything like me, then you can unpick and redesign this, which is exactly, I love the colors on these, and don't get me wrong, I could turn around and do wonderful stuff with this, but then why would you unpick and do stuff with it when you can just buy the fabric and start from scratch and do it to the way you want, rather than taking somebody else's leftover and fixing it. Anyway, that's part of, so don't be disillusioned by what you see. The whole point of this channel is to show you insight into what you're buying. So when you're buying something like this, and if I was selling this, then this is what I would show you, that this is how it's sewn and this is how much you're paying for it. So if I'm selling this for £5, then this is basically what you're getting. You're getting a dress that's made up. It's got a fair amount of fabric in it. You're getting fabric for lining and you're getting a dupatta. And if you want to wear it like this, you are most welcome to wear it like this. But if you're anything like me, then you will pull it apart and you would redesign it. And that's my honest opinion. Don't be disillusioned. If you want to invest in buying something online, do your inquiries, visit one of my channels, and if it's something that I have already reviewed, most likely even if you went on to buy it from someone else, you would get a lot of insight. So come to the final crunch. This was the competition. Guess the colors, give your verdict. The verdicts were not very good. Majority of people, I think, tried to appease me and give the verdict that these suits are, gorgeous and they're beautiful. I tell you, maybe if you're going along with the image alone, yes, they were beautiful. The picture was beautiful. But if you're going with judging the suit for what it is on the first impact, then I would say they're disgusting and they're not worth the $29-30 that most of the online retailers are selling these at, unless these have been badly replicated, which India, Pakistan, these countries are very good at replicating and using somebody else's image. Most of the time we do sell replicas, but I show you exactly what the replica is and where the problems lie. If you can get a good replica of something and at a decent price, then by all means, common sense tells us that there's no point in going and spending massive amounts on clothes which you can buy at a fraction of the price. So I'll come to the crunch. The winner. Okay, so there were two ladies who guessed that there were 17 colors in this, but one of the ladies, she wrote 17, but then at the same time she sort of jumped ahead and went and wrote another number with it as well. On the one alone, I would say there's a lady from India. I don't know whether she's called Shabana or Shahana. Anyway, if you're watching, Shabana, Shahana, whatever your name is, please do get in touch with me and I will talk to you about the suit that we're going to be designing for you. So inshallah, that will be the next challenge, to design a suit for our winner. And I'm going to give her two choices. I'm going to give her a choice of a cotton or a choice of the synthetic. And then I'll leave the choice to her. Whichever one I decide to do, I will share that with you. And don't forget this month's June's competition. June's competition is buy these suits for a £5 and do your transformation. Because all my previous viewers that have been watching me for years and years, I want to see just how much you've learned and how much you are willing to put a difference in these suits and transform them. Now the video is going to become lengthy because one of the things that this wonderful member actually quoted yesterday was that it was actually pointless wasting your laces on suits like this. There I would like to prove her wrong, because I think you can do some wonderful stuff even with just pieces like this. And to prove my point, I've already done that. I've already sewn 4 of these suits, and there's 2 that have been pulled apart, which I will be doing as well. So there is always, if you're willing to put the effort into it, there's always something wonderful you can achieve at the end of it. So if somebody is paying £5 for a suit like this, then I would happily say that, you know what, £5 of fabric, if you went out and bought all this fabric, it will cost you about £5. So just consider it a challenge, and try and order these suits, buy them from wherever if you want, or if you want to buy a similar version. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to stick to buy the suit for a £5 and do your transformation and see the end result you can get. So you've seen all the colors. Some colors I've already done some suits in. These are the colors I haven't done anything in. But I tell you, by the end of when I've finished, I am going to try and aim to do a transformation from each and every one of these, because I do love net material, let me tell you, because it has its advantages, and also the colors are gorgeous. I did love the colors, and I am going to do the transformation. So there's a yellow, there's a beige, one version of pink, lilac, cream, gold, another version of gold, turquoise, another version of pink, another version of pink, and then there's baby pink, and also there's pure white, and there's also the salmon pink, the green that I've pulled apart, and also the red and the orange that I've already done, and the blue and the dark pink that I've already done. So that's your whole variation. 17 different designs we're going to be making, inshallah, over the months and months, because I'm not going to hurry into this. I'm not going to commit myself into giving you a time frame on these, but it's amazing what you can do. And this is something that Nazma ji, I am going to prove you wrong, that yes, you can do it. I wouldn't say to members to go and buy these for $25 and $30. You can buy these for £5 if you want, and this is purely for the reason that I want members to take up this challenge. I want you to order these suits, buy them, and I want you to meet my challenge. I want you to design, and then I'm going to be announcing what I will be offering to this month's winner. So there was something that these are ideal for designing for children. So if you've got children, I would say buy these suits, maybe buy 3 or 4, and make your girls some beautiful outfits, and then post us the photos, and we're gonna make it worth your while to do this. So it's a £5 investment suit, which you're gonna hopefully win something which is going to be very valuable. Just look at it this way. This member from India who actually won this month's competition, and I thought last month's competition was so easy. It was ridiculously easy, and she actually wrote to me to design her an outfit, and I never in my mind did I think that she was going to win and I was going to design her an outfit. Anyway, there you are. Anything is possible. So make it possible to win next month's competition, and inshallah I shall see you with the next tutorials, which are gonna be, I haven't decided what, inshallah. Anyway, I'm gonna go and have a break now and enjoy the evening with a couple of friends after tough time with the exams.